Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. What's going on, guys? OS Nexus back here, and I'm bringing you some Call of Duty Ghosts Clan vs. Clan 4v4 competitive gameplay. This is in no shape, way, or form the team that I actually play on, which we call ourselves Team Limitless. This is just 3 random people that the Call of Duty Ghost servers put me with, and we are trying to win games in the Clan vs. Clan objectives playlist. Basically, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is it's a new story, or a new series that I'm coming out with called Storytime with Nexus. And basically what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to talk about the gameplay, I'm not going to talk about anything going on. The gameplay is simply there so that you have something to watch while you listen to my apparently very amazing and annoying voice all at once. So I'm going to tell you guys a story about something that happened to me while I was working at a place called The Source. If you don't know what The Source is, it's basically it's called Radio Shack in the United States still. But basically what it is a electronic shop where they sell little parts for circuits and like other things. I didn't see that guy jumping up, by the way. They just sell a bunch of like different other electronics, cell phones and like TVs and stuff, like all the good electronic stuff other than like PCs. So anyway, so I'm working with, I always got stuck with the Tuesday, Thursday, like late night, like the graveyard shift where I would work from, like the late afternoon till close. And I would always work with my buddy Miles, and Miles taught me a lot while I was working there. So I'm really thankful that I got to work with him. But we both didn't really enjoy the graveyard shift at all. And especially when it was Tuesdays and Thursdays, because Tuesdays and Thursdays got really dead. Like when I'm talking really dead, I mean, we got one customer every 2 or 3 hours, and when we did, we had to fight over it. So in one of the odd moments that a customer did walk through the door, we had to basically do like rock, paper, scissors, flip a coin and fight over who was going to serve this customer, because there was a certain amount of tickets we were supposed to print for the day and like all this other stuff we were supposed to meet. And yeah, so this older Chinese man comes in, and I don't know if he had just immigrated to Canada or whatever the case may be, but his English was really broken. And he basically, like, he wanted a radio, and after fighting with Miles, I got the privilege to serve this guy. So I walk up to him and I do what any other like employee at that store did, and they'd be like, "Hi, welcome to The Source. How can I help you?" And he would just he's like, "Yeah, like I need a radio." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So at the front is where all the radios were. They were on the stand because they were always on sale. So I walk up and like I'm showing him all the radios, and we're just going through it, and he finally finds one that he likes. And he's asking me a bunch of questions like, is it good quality? Is it good like this? Is it good that? Does it last a long time? Is it battery operated or like power cord operated? Like whatever the case was, he asked me it. And you know, when you get the same questions over and over again, it's whatever. But especially when like it gets a little bit annoying when especially like if you're having a really hard time understanding the person, because then they start to get frustrated too. But anyway, so he starts scanning the radio over, and he kind of sees like where the power cord's supposed to go, and he's like, "Oh, like what goes in here?" And I'm just like, "Oh, like it's where the power cord goes." And he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, the cock goes there." I'm like, the what goes where? He's like, "The cock." I'm like, "No, the power cord goes there." And he's like, "That's what I'm saying. Like the cock goes in there." And I was just like, okay, yes, it goes in there, if that's what you want. And it was just a really funny like thing that happened to me at The Source. And after he bought the radio and left, me and my buddy Miles had like a really good laugh about it for a good like 10-15 minutes. We called all of our friends and just started like telling them about it, and it was just a really good time. Anyways, this video is coming to a close. There is a second round of this. I'm gonna upload it with another story time with Nexus. I'm gonna try and get 2 of these out today, actually, because I've had a lot of interesting encounters at The Source. So I'm gonna tell you another Source story in the next part. If you guys did enjoy the video, I'd really appreciate it if you left me a like. If you really enjoyed it and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and all my Twitter and Twitch links will be in the description too. If you could follow me on there, really appreciate it. And as always, guys, my name is OS Nexus, and I am going to leave you with some awkward silence and the end of this video. So, yeah. Well, bye.
Who's Red Dawn? Who's Breedworks? Oh, I know who that is. So following on the Instagram.
All public match players.